course, it was fame and the price of fame and exhaustion and mental health and all of that stuff kind of happened at the same time. The AP concert was crazy on its own, but after the concert finished, we went to some Delhi nightclubs to do some promotional stuff, and it was mania.
Inspires a lot of people to live life in a balance and to understand mental health deeply, to build empathy.
So mental health is like the crux of.
And he's very, very, very hardworking, very disciplined. He's very creative, and he just wants to just create, right? And he's completely on the ball. He knows everything that's happening at any given point in time. He's not at all.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm in conversation with two extremely talented people, Guneet ma'am and Mosez. So nice to have you.
Thank
Lovely
you,
to have
Aina.
you. Thank you so much.
I have to say I'm very excited. Off camera bhi baat hui thi, but I have to say that it's an emotion that you guys are getting on screen to us, and I'm very, very excited. And I'm sure बाकी सब भी काफ़ी excited है. But I have to start off by asking that today as storytellers, जब आप ऐसी stories खुद सुनते हो, what's fascinating for you to see, because there's so much that's happened in his life. He's seen the worst and he's seen the best. To just hear that someone has gone through it, I think as storytellers, what was the most fascinating point for you?
I think exactly the point that you just made, that he has had such an interesting life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's seen the worst and the best. He's seen the highs and the lows, and he's seen glory, and he's seen failure, and he's seen such difficult challenges in life, and then such incredible, incredible triumphs. So the graph of his life is very interesting, right? And that makes for great storytelling.
Right.
So I think one of the main reasons that drew us to the film was because of his story, because of his life, because of the graph of his life, and we're really happy we went and did it because we got what we wanted.
Yeah.
We got to show that graph cinematically.
What about you? Anything?
I mean, I feel it's many lifetimes lived in a short period of time. The level of controversies, the level of highs, like everything he touched was gold at one point of time. You know, it was back to back, super mega blockbuster hits to absolutely disappearing. For a fearless, grown up, successful man to call his family and say, save me, you know, I can't do this. For him to battle with mental health, for him to gain so much weight, for an absolute rock star to look at himself like that, and then the resilience to come back, you know, the power of dreaming big, you know, is Yo Yo Honey Singh, and his resilience is something which is so inspiring and so you know, just epic, that if he dreams it, he will do it and he'll make it happen. And he went to war, I mean, in terms of his depression and his mental health, and we focus a lot on that movie. So I just think it is one of the most exciting lives, and more than that, I feel like the level of trust that he opened up with, and Mosez and he were able to build as a filmmaker, that Mosez was able to drive and build this film. There's nothing like this that anybody would have ever seen. There's no celebrity who would be ready to bear it all.
उनको पूछते कि ये आपका comeback है, and he says that I'm going to kill it, like दुनिया देखती रह जाएगी. To for someone to, you know, go through so much in their life, disappear like you said, and still have that कि मैं वापस आऊँगा और दुनिया देखेगी. Like, what about Honey Singh makes him, you know, speak that way? Because I think as humans, when you've seen the lowest, you're skeptical whether will the audience still accept you, will it still be the same now that you will come back. There are so many questions. But as people or as friends, I would ask that what did you see in him that, you know, makes him this person today, even that confidence?
You know, he, I think when somebody is at the top of their game and then suddenly falls for whatever reason it might be, like he had multiple reasons. Of course, it was fame and the price of fame and exhaustion and mental health and all of that stuff kind of happen at the same time. I think when you've seen the lowest, there's nothing to be scared of anymore, right? Because you've scraped the bottom of the barrel, and you've literally looking at the darkest pit, and you're not scared of it anymore. So Honey is fearless. Honey is absolutely fearless. He has such great will and determination in him, and such resilience to keep going on and to go back there and claim it again, because he's seen
इससे बुरा हो ही नहीं सकता.
he's seen how low he can go, and it can't get any lower than that, and he's not scared of it, right? And he knows that if he were to ever go there again, which I don't think he will, but if he was to ever go there again, he knows how to manage it and negotiate it and to make it work for him. He's someone who has the ability to who has acquired the ability to turn every obstacle into an opportunity. And I witnessed that. I witnessed that with my own eyes. So I don't think Honey has any fear or apprehensions about anything. He's just going to keep going.
Yeah. You have anything to add to that?
I think there is a huge power in coming from nothing and being a self-made person, and his
Like
and,
yourself. It's true.
Yeah, and also have seen the absolute bottom, you know. I relate to him very deeply. You know, I saw an absolute bottom in a very different way, in a huge personal tragedy. But for him to go through that mental health situation and lose that, you know, confidence, that's all we have, no? And we build a life on that. We imagine, we, you know, take our families forward, and you build dreams. And then to come back from there, there's nothing that will stop him. Kuch ho na ho, Honey will keep creating, Honey will keep doing. And today, the way Millionaire has worked, you know, Honey is back, and the 20-year-olds are jumping, dancing. We saw it at the AP Dhillon arena, and Moses was there. And Moses said the whole arena shook when Honey Singh entered. You know, and it is this generation. I mean, no party starts without a Honey Singh song, let's be honest. You know, that is true. The minute Honey Singh comes up, every generation dances.
Absolutely.
I mean, I went to a couple of nightclubs after the concert with him because we were doing promotional visits, and he was getting mobbed by the kids, and they're the kids of now. They're like 20, 21-year-olds now, who are not even, like, you know what I mean? Just crazy. It was crazy. Like, we actually, after half an hour, it became a security hazard for him to be there. We had to get him out of there.
Oh my God. Was this at the AP concert or after that?
No, this was after the AP. The AP concert was crazy on its own. But after the concert finished, we went to some Delhi nightclubs to do some promotional stuff, and it was mania.
Oh my God. How was the AP concert? जहाँ पे लोगों को पता चला, it was a surprise. We saw it on social media, and I was like, I wish I was there.
No,
but just to see that.
So the thing is that AP was very kind and generous. He was he talked about the film 3-4 times, about Famous, to this concert, to this audience of 25,000 people, and they played the trailer on the concert screen a few times, like three or four times, which is very, very kind and generous of them. But that's because of his respect for Honey.
Of course.
It's got nothing to do with anything else. And then it was an AP concert, so when AP came on stage to perform, the crowd went ballistic because everyone was waiting for him, but they didn't know what was coming. And then, like, halfway into the thing, he said, I've got a surprise guest coming, and the first chords of Millionaire started. And I cannot tell you, I'm getting goose flesh telling you about it right now. I cannot tell you, it was like a wave of euphoria that swept through that place. And then Honey walked in, and it just kind of, I was like, wow, I'm witnessing something really special over here. It was that amazing. And they were going crazy for him.
Like you all said, he made Punjabi music very cool.
Yes.
And he definitely was the one that got this wave.
And it's really wonderful that some of his peers have acknowledged that, the newer singers like AP Dhillon and all that greatly respect him for it. I think it's all very lovely, because the thing is, he was the first, right? He was the first. He did put it on the map, and no one can ever take that away from him, and he should only be celebrated and respected for it, because it has created such a culture,
It is. It
right?
has.
It has created such a culture.
But you know, I have a question for you. हनी सिंह ने भी काफ़ी बार कहा है कि मैं बहुत गलत चला गया था, and I was intoxicated for the longest time in my life, and मेरे भी influences काफ़ी गलत थे. To not glorify that as a maker and to not make it look heroic in the documentary, how cautious were you guys for that?
Very, 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 very cautious.
Yeah.
Very, very cautious.
I
you
mean,
know.
as filmmakers, I mean, our lens was, a human story. A story of resilience and a story of this person. But yes, absolutely, from all the work we've done, this was never a glorification or a puff piece. This was always going in for what he went through and what happened. What is the impact of fame? What is the impact of anything? The substances, anything. So we've been very honest, and we really hope that this film inspires a lot of people to live life in a balance and to understand mental health deeply, to build empathy. Yeah,
So mental health is like the crux of.
there's definitely a lot of conversation.
Well, it's a chapter,
Yeah.
but it's not the crux.
Yeah. Crux is
The
Is Honey
crux,
Singh.
the crux of this story is never give up.
yeah.
That's the crux of the story. I hope everybody who watches this film, they'll experience a lot of things through this film. They'll experience the mental health chapter, various controversies, blah, 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 all of that stuff. But what everybody will universally experience is never give up.
Yeah.
That is the most potent message of this film. And I hope that is, it inspires people actually to never give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, like we were discussing, कि culture इतना हो गया है. He's been one of the OGs, definitely. But today, to just see how the music industry, the Punjabi music industry, has taken our over the globe. Diljit का कह दो, Karan Aujla ji का कह दो आप. Take anyone, AP. It's just so nice to see representation of our country globally. Does that, excite you guys to tell stories towards the Diljit's life, because even he's self-made, and towards the Karan Aujla's life, क्योंकि उन्होंने भी काफ़ी कहा है कि उन्होंने तो नहीं पैसा देख के पैसा देखा है, and stuff like that. To just bring out stories like that, do you think you guys are going to incline towards that, because people are loving that?
Yeah, why not? How much are they paying? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. How things have to. I mean, all these are very, very interesting stories.
Yeah.
Right? And if you ask me what I want to do next, I want to do fiction.
Something very different.
Yeah, because I want to do something completely different. I want to do fiction because I want to use that part of my brain now, which I haven't used while I've been making this film.
Yeah.
Right? So it all depends on
What comes when?
when it happens.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And for Sikhya, I would say that we do documentaries, we do fiction, we are a production house. We are a house. We take pride in taking Indian stories to the world.
Yeah.
That is what we'd like to do at Sikhya. That is how Elephant Whisperers or a Lunchbox or anything, Period End of Sentence, anything that we've been producing and been part of, or now Famous or Kill, early this year. I love what is happening and how we are taking our culture forward. So, at the right time. At the right time, at the right space, and
you learn from your past and you learn from your mistakes. What would you say is different from Honey Singh now to the Honey Singh that the world loved before everything that went wrong in his life?
Shall I?
yeah, please.
The thing is that he is one of the most disciplined and hardworking people I've ever met.
Discipline is interesting because he said he's not.
No, he is.
Yeah.
His discipline is within the chaos. He's not disciplined in that textbook kind of disciplined way.
Yeah.
His discipline is in the chaos, but he's very disciplined. He's very, very hardworking. He has to create every day of his life, right? And he really respects everything that he does.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know him back in the day,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know what kind of person he was back then or whatever. So I can't really comment on that because I was not witness to it. But what I do know is what he is today.
Yeah.
And he's very, very, very hardworking, very disciplined. He's very creative, and he just wants to just create, right? And his he's completely on the ball. He knows everything that's happening at any given point in time. He's not at all vague or deluded or whatever it is, and he's also very grounded. He's also very grounded because he's seen the highs, he's seen the lows, and now he's at an even keel.
Yeah.
So I think all of this comes with, to anybody in life, it comes with experience.
Of course.
Right? And he values his experience, he's studied his experience, he's understood his experience.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, I mean, I really, really, really think that part 2 of his life is going to start now. And it is going to take him to brand new horizons. And I really hope so. Because
Yeah.
I've spent 3 years with the guy and I've troubled him a lot by asking him all kinds of crazy
Question.
things and by going into all kinds of crazy places with
But
him.
he's very naked with his emotions, which
Yes.
I think is
Yeah.
great for you guys because
Yeah.
not everyone opens up, if I'm wrong.
Yes,
No,
absolutely.
you're absolutely
There's
right.
nothing like this in the Indian cinema landscape or any celebrity piece.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Famous that one will see. This is a bare all, a tell all, and I knew Honey Singh back in 2012 or something, and I reached out to him for a song. He was very, very hardworking. He took on that, turned it around. Within 2 days, had a song made, and even now he's the same.
We have the making of a song in the film.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything else. And it was because when I started working on the film, it's a documentary, so you go along with the flow and then you realize, okay, I want that, I want this, I want that. You can't, it's not like fiction where you have everything planned on paper already. So when I started to witness how he makes a song and how seamlessly and fast and meticulously he does it, and how he gets his verse and his beats and his this and that all in place, and it's all happening in front of you, I was like, I have to have this in the film. Like, I have to have you, I have to shoot you while you're recording any song, but how you make it, how you construct a song, how you construct the rap and the rhythm and the this and the that, and we have it. And it's really amazing.
Is it Millionaire?
He has a gift.
No, I'm sure like the entire way, not everyone gets second chances in life, and the fact that he has a second innings is just
You don't
destined.
get second chances, you make them.
Yeah, he made it happen.
You
for
know what
himself.
I mean? Nobody comes and gives you a second chance. You make it happen. You will it. You
came out
manifest
of-
it. You make it happen, and he's done it.
He came out of absolute darkness,
Yeah.
and he went to war with it, and he won it, and he's come out of it victorious,
Yeah.
and that is why he's famous.
But I have to say all the very best. We are
Thank
very
you.
excited. Thank you so much for bringing the
Thank
story to
you.
us, because I'm sure millions and millions are going to love it.
They
Thank
better.
you.
They better.
Yeah, and they are awaiting this. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys super soon.
Thank
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much.